Hello everyone and welcome back to my Beyond the Gates official channel. Today's story is intense, emotional and trust me, you are not ready for what's about to unfold. Nicole thought she could disappear quietly like slipping out of a room without anyone noticing. She convinced herself that Fairmont Crest would carry on without her, that her absence would blend into the town's long history of secrets and silence. But that illusion didn't last long. What started as a simple missed message quickly spiraled into something far more dangerous. People began to notice, Ashley felt it first, the absence wasn't just physical, it was wrong. Then came the questions, the unease, the quiet panic spreading through the people who knew Nicole best. As suspicion grew, Naomi stepped in and uncovered something chilling. Nicole didn't leave willingly. Her digital trail didn't fade. It stopped completely. And that kind of clean break, that doesn't happen by accident. That's when everything shifted. What seemed like a disappearance turned into something much darker. And when Haley's name entered the conversation, the stakes became dangerously high. Meanwhile, Nicole wasn't gone. She wasn't being kept somewhere, watching, waiting, thinking. And the truth, it's not just about her disappearance, it's about what she knows and what someone is trying to desperately keep buried. Let's talk about Nicole for a second because her decision to leave, or what looked like her decision, wasn't random. That night when she slipped away, she told herself it would be temporary, unnoticed, almost insignificant, but deep down, there had to be a part of her that knew Fairmont Crest doesn't work like that. This town holds on to people, it remembers patterns, it notices when something feels off. And Nicole, she was anything but forgettable. Ashley felt that absence like a sudden drop in temperature. You know that feeling when something's wrong, but you can't explain it yet. That's exactly where she was standing in that cafe, staring at the empty chair across from her. It wasn't just that Nicole didn't show up, it was that she didn't say anything. No text, no apology, nothing. And for someone like Nicole, that silence was louder than anything else. You could almost hear Ashley's thoughts racing. Not like her, that line hits hard because it tells you everything. Nicole was consistent, reliable, the kind of person who didn't leave people guessing. So when she did, it wasn't just strange, it was alarming. Then comes Grayson trying to rationalize it. Maybe she needed space, and honestly, that's the kind of thing people say when they don't want to jump to the worst conclusion. But Ashley, she wasn't buying it. She knew Nicole, and that immediate rejection, no, this is different. That's the moment the story shifts because now it's not about waiting, it's about worrying. And once that seed of doubt is planted, it spreads. Fast, suddenly, everyone starts noticing Bill hears whispers. Thomas senses something off, even Joey, who usually stays in his own lane, speaks up. When he says Nicole doesn't just disappear, it lands like a fact, not an opinion. Now, here's where things get really intense. Naomi, she doesn't rely on feelings, she relies on patterns, logic, data, and when she starts digging, you can almost feel the tension building late at night, screen glowing, analyzing timelines. This is where the mystery turns into something calculated. At first, everything looks normal. That's the scary part, but then there it is. A gap. Not messy, not accidental, precise, clean, almost surgical. And that's when Naomi realizes something terrifying. People who live willingly don't erase themselves perfectly. They leave traces, emotions, connections, loose ends. Nicole left nothing. That realization chilling because it means someone made sure of it. When Naomi brings this information to the group, the atmosphere changes instantly. You can imagine the room, tense, heavy, everyone holding their breath. And when she says Nicole didn't leave on her own, it hits like a shockwave. Ashley's reaction is everything confusion, fear, disbelief, it's all there. And honestly, who wouldn't feel that way? To go from worrying about a friend to realizing they might have been taken, that's a whole different level of fear. Then comes the realization that ties everything together. Bill says it quietly, but it lands hard. She knew something, that's the turning point because now it's not random. It's not coincidence, it's motive. And when Haley's name enters the conversation, everything clicks into place. Nicole had access to information, financial records, things most people wouldn't even think to question, and if she saw something she wasn't supposed to, that makes it dangerous. Now let's shift to Nicole herself. Because her situation is just as intense, she's not tied up, she's not visibly harmed, but she's not free. And honestly, I that might be even worse. Because it means this isn't impulsive, it's controlled, deliberate. When Haley walks in, the tension between them is undeniable. Nicole's calm, but it's not weakness, it's awareness. She knows exactly what's happening, and when she says, "You couldn't risk me talking," it's not a question, it's a statement. Haley doesn't even deny it. That's what makes her so dangerous. She's composed, all confident, almost cold, and when she says Nicole saw something she wasn't supposed to, you can feel the weight behind those words. Nicole admits she saw enough. That line, it's loaded because it means whatever she discovered, it's big. Big enough to justify all of this. Back in Fairmont Crest, things are escalating fast. Ashley's fear turns into determination, and honestly, you can't blame her. Sitting still isn't an option anymore, not when someone you care about might be in danger. Naomi discovers of the deleted file adds another layer to the mystery. Something Nicole accessed right before she disappeared, and then it was erased completely. That's not just suspicious, that's intentional cover up. And we all know who's capable of that. Harry. But here's where things get even more intense. Nicole realizes something that changes everything. Haley isn't just hiding her, she's using the situation guide to search that line. It's genius and terrifying at the same time. Because it means this isn't just about keeping Nicole quiet. It's about controlling everyone else, manipulating their movements, their decisions, their next steps. Imagine realizing you are not just a victim, you are part of a larger plan. That's exactly where Nicole is. And then, just when things feel like they couldn't get more intense, Naomi finds a trace. A signal, faint, almost invisible, but real. You can feel the urgency in that moment, everyone leaning in, holding their breath. This is it. The first real lead. The first sign that Nicole isn't gone forever. And when Naomi finally locks it in, the silence before she reveals the location, it's everything, not far. That changes everything because now it's not just a mystery, it's a mission. What makes this situation so powerful isn't just the disappearance, it's the layers behind it. Nicole isn't just missing, she's connecting to something bigger, something dangerous enough to justify extreme measures. And Haley, she's not reacting. She's orchestrating. That's a whole different level of threat. The emotional impact on the group is just as important. Ashley's transformation from concern to determination shows how personal this has become. Nami, Nami's shift from analysis to urgency highlights the seriousness of the situation. And Bill, Thomas, Joey, they're no longer observers. They're involved, but the real consequences lies in what Nicole knows. Because whatever she discovered, it has the power to destroy reputations, relationships, maybe even the entire foundation of Fairmont Crest, and that's why it's being protected so aggressively. This isn't just about saving Nicole anymore, it's about uncovering the truth, and that truth, it's dangerous. I'm not even going to lie, this storyline has me completely hooked. The way everything is unfolding feels so layered and intentional. And Haley, she's on another level. Calm, strategic, always two steps ahead. It's honestly terrifying to watch. But what really gets me is Nicole. The fact that she's staying composed, thinking ahead, even in that situation that takes strength. And I can't help but think what exactly did she that made all of this necessary? Because whatever it is, it's huge. Alright, now I need to hear from you. Do you think Haley is truly in control, or is she underestimating how far the others will go to find Nicole? And what do you think that erase file contained? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because this story is just getting started. And don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned, because the next twist it's going to be even bigger.